All right, hello. It's Saturday night. We are back for another stream working on this full mechanics aerial. Should be a good time. I think we're currently on the right leg, so hopefully getting that done today and maybe moving on to the left. We'll see how things go. Hope everybody's having a good weekend so far. I'm going to jump into the chat in a moment. Before I do, a couple quick things. Number one, if you enjoy these streams, do hit that like button. Really appreciate it. It helps other people see the stream and such. Number two, we are giving away an MG Epyon tonight, so keep your eyes peeled or your ears open for that in a little bit. We'll do the first draw for that. And I also don't want you guys to forget about the super chat, super thanks, and all that stuff. We do have one backup prize currently in queue, and those are all thanks to viewers like you that contribute via super chat and stuff. All that revenue goes right back into the streams. So if you're feeling generous tonight, that's always helpful. And then finally, we do have a sale going on this weekend. Use CODOOG10 for 10% off in stock Kotobukiya. We're also doing a free AnyMech tote bag for orders over $75. That's after discount, before shipping, and while supplies last. I have no idea how many are left at this point, but keep that in mind as well. So with all that said, I'm going to jump into the chat, say hello, and then get into building. So what's up, Massive Attack, Wolfpack, Bird Soup, Gail Gorks, Realtime 88, Dylan Dull, Studio AU, Lord Kronos, Thomas Dietrich, what's up? R. Prats, Lamick, Blast Builds, Andrew C, MZ, Realtime 88, Kyle Dixon, Lego Yoda, Rob Rosencrans, Mariok Chavez, Burving, Anthony Sermoshi, what's up? Go Zero, Mad Mike, Adam Champo, Carlos, what's up, Nick? How's it going tonight? Going fairly well. Feeling tired, but that's not really any different than the other week. What's up, DJ Bowden? Hey, Nick, the display you have in front at the warehouse is amazing. Thank you, DJ. What's up, Muslude Gaming, Death, Craig Homan, Kyle, Walter? Walter. A little speck on my screen I gotta clean. RED and Nafa Fan, Hunter Thomas, Jason S, Wolfpack, Seiji Date, Daniel Morgan, Kazuki Ino, Andrew, Gundam Garage, Velcro Shoe Guy, Buttercup, BBR2, Matthew Mahoney started my FM Calamity this week, which I knew that would be the theme my week would follow. I was starting my Providence. Dero's Workshop, Kid Robot, Baron Radium, what's up? You know, I'm diving into the MG Extract Freedom tonight. Wish me luck. Cool. Alright, I think that's everybody. So I'm gonna get back into building. Unfortunately, I was only able to stop up the day before the event. Vacation didn't line up. No worries. No worries. If we do another one, we'll hopefully be able to announce it relatively soon. I gotta start really thinking hard about whether AnyMech 2024 is going to be a thing. And if it is, we'll try to make that announcement sooner rather than later, so that way people can start planning, you know, a year ahead instead of only a few months ahead like it was this year. Okay, D15 and 16. It's a Peter, Sound Agent Army. Like I already mentioned you guys, I don't even remember. I'm losing my mind. What's everybody up to this weekend? Anything good? So you, Leon? Lion? I don't know how to pronounce that. Man, I got a PG Exia. Nice. It's Lion. Nice, okay. Attack my second PG tonight, building the strike, cool. Building MGEX. Gotta work leather, making a leather holster for my Mando cosplay, nice. Went to a birthday party for 20-year-olds, that must be fun. Building RG High New, backpack time, oof. Trying to build non-stop. Working as usual. Organize a display case and running out of room way too fast. That's always the case, isn't it? We spent most of the day at home getting some stuff done, but went over. We're trying to clear out the mother-in-law's house to get it on the market because she moved to assisted living earlier in the summer. And in the process, we came across my wife's old Pokemon card collection from when she was a kid. And I'm contemplating trying to figure out what it'll take to figure out what they're worth, because I think there's a lot of like older cards in there. A lot of like first edition prints and stuff, I think. So there could be some real money tied up there. So if anybody has any tips on how to go about all that kind of stuff, I'm all ears. Let's see. What's up, everyone? You got here a little late. What's up, Eric? Typically I'm working, but I'm also working my aerial. Nice. And this so far, not that much. We just started. Wanted to get away from the gun channel. Got a package. Cool. If you would like to spend more time around the area, we ended up heading to Buffalo, New York, then back to Missouri on Monday. Listen to Sound is Brutal. This is the Pretzel Rocks metal station. It's all like streamer friendly. It's supposed to be like DRM copyright issue free music. Dog sitting, just build a choo-choo's demi trainer, nice. What's up, Crimson Thunder? Bird Soup, had to go back to work. Just wanted to stop by and say hi, and good luck to the winner. No problem. Any misprints? I'm not sure. I haven't been able to dig that far into the cards. I know there's like a first edition Raichu in there, which I think when I was looking it up is worth something. And she's got a lot of cards in there. No Charizards I could find though. I think there's some of the older Charizards are worth a pretty penny. I'm hoping she like hid it deep inside there to hide it from somebody, and she actually has one. But Georgia local high time got a few PGs in at 10% off sale. I just got the new kind of Disney TCG. Interesting. Card Kingdom, I think, buys cards. Portions of the Ephemeral is really good. The Ephemeral is really nice. Some of the shop I got mine at had a strike beyond the disc for an order. Find card values through TCG Player. So a tool to make sure you can get best dollar for the real good cards. Yeah, I have to look and see if it's like worth trying to get any of them graded or anything. Let's use their app to scan them in. Oh, that's interesting. I'll have to look at that. An app would be very helpful. Someone shooting fireworks out here. I just remember Pokemon cards. We loved those kids. They didn't really keep the value we gave them. It's pretty cool. What's up, Nick? Hey, everyone. Currently at work. We'll try to listen if time permits. We'll check in the street time. What's up, Toy Mechanic? What's up, Double Gundam Exia? What's up, Forest Ghost? What's this song? This is Living Pieces, Eric John LaBrose, Sam and Brian Lawn, and the list goes on. It doesn't show me the full list of names. Looks like it's a bunch of individual artists collaborating maybe instead of a band. Me, Nick and Crew, sorry for the lateness, father needed setting up a new TV. Much nonsense room today, no worries. Finishing up the HG Zoe Ward tonight so I can set it up on the Tick Belong. Then I'm going to start the MG GUNDAM Hawk custom, nice. Zipper Fig. Mega Merge, what's going on? Man, they're going crazy with the fireworks. You should maybe down next weekend for Armored Core 6. Yeah, well, that's what it is. It's hard to predict. End of summer, end of school year, I'm sure people have things going on. Trying to cram stuff in before back to school. The MG Strike Rouge and Oid plus Otori. It was a real nice kit. Besides losing a front skirt connector piece, using glue tack for now. Hope to get it replaced from Bandai though. So we're gonna take along one of the kits I managed to have set up in my building area. Nice. I'm still working on the Hemoxy and Thor, 29 hours in, and just the hammer and some water slides left. Cool. Still working on MG again. Sorting to Rex's new liners route today, but still waiting on the panel liner tool to use them. Shaking on us somewhat satisfying though. Panel liner tool like the Display, was it panel liner or whatever? Curious, I almost snagged one of those this week. Don't know when I'll get a chance to use it, but I feel like I've been way too busy the last few weeks to get much done building wise. Got the Rodam's Partido Largo a few weeks ago and I'm still clipping parts. Interesting. Not familiar with that kit. It's a 5-foot dendrobium. Oh wow. So ordered one of the display panel liners this week from you. Nice. Thank you. Harvey Barbados, what's up? Barbados. Ugh. My brain is melted, I think. Display one that is not part of the brush series. Something we can order from Mecha Warehouse arriving, I think, Thursday, so nice. And today not work. Awesome, blah. So the Argent Griever, Darrow's Workshop. 147 runners, holy wow. Okay, so step one. What's up, J plus K? Well, that's really interesting. Oh, look at that. That like articulates in the back of the leg there, whereas it bends. That's pretty cool. Oh no, I said not bouncing on the room, but I don't see it. Oh well. Hopefully something important. We're gonna play a good time. Some awesome build time. People showed up. I need to get on Kate to give me the formal number because she was doing all the attendance stuff, so she would have a good actual number. But I would guess that at the peak part of the day, we probably had like 80 plus people in there. There's the fireworks. Sound really close too. But yeah, something like that, I think. If you're counting like all the judges, staff, competitors, and regular attendees. You're gonna hear it in the AC vent later. Oh, the part. Single parallel tool and also the hand vac. I'll spend more on those 3 tools in the combo I had in the order. Man, those tool orders with the big tool restocks are brutal. Trying to get caught up this week on orders after NEMEC and the big restock last week was absolutely brutal. A lot of people placing like 50 item orders and stuff, just, you know, stocking up on all sorts of tools and supplies is just absolutely insane. Definitely makes for a harder time packing. We're getting through it. Put out a video for competitors, what they ranked, why they ranked there, and how they can improve. I don't think we're putting out a video. We're going to definitely be providing scorecards. I don't think Kate's gotten around to emailing them out yet. She's been working on aggregating all the data. And we did have the option for competitors at NEMEC to get feedback directly from the judges, which was a nice feature, I think. We had a bunch of people take advantage of that. Do the display knife and gun primer brush, nice. Got a bunch of tools that just came this morning, and MG GUNDAM, nice. You snag a few of those toolboxes, they would help a lot with organization. Organization is key. I feel like I need to revisit my, well, I guess down here too. This desk is an absolute mess. And so is my workspace up in the attic for building. So I would want all the shiny tools. I just straight build and don't even get the top coats of panel line. Scribing is about all I get up to. Well, to each their own. What you get to is better than nothing. I don't want to stick around and get feedback, but unfortunately I had to get on the road. I'm sure too, if you were to reach out to me and say, hey, I didn't get a chance to talk to the judges, I can put out feelers and maybe get one of the judges to reach out to you. They were all super happy to participate and excited to give feedback and stuff, so I don't think it would be too hard to get somebody to respond by email or whatever. One of the super glues I ordered came almost exploded. Oh no. Did you send a message to support, or when you say almost exploded, did it not explode? So I might have to pick up my son from work. No worries, Kai. Welcome. The big display restock after ending up was bad timing. It was actually right before, and it was good timing in that we had a lot of the stuff available for the show, which was kind of intentional with Display being one of our sponsors, wanting to have some of their stuff restocked and available. Tips for those that are scribing for the first time. I think you want to make sure whatever scribing tape you have is secured well enough and to go light and take multiple passes with the scribing tool. Don't try to get it all in one pass. I think that's where most mistakes happen. Hope those liners work out well, because I feel like being able to do most of the already present details whilst the kid is still in the runners would be a godsend. Keeps talking about switching rooms around again. When we get our own rooms for our hobby room, sounds nice, but it's a lot of work. Moving stuff around, reorganizing the house is always a lot. Sometimes it feels really good afterwards, but it is a lot of work. Paint. Leak out on my items in a package. It was ammo, but make paint. Well, I know that didn't come from us because we don't carry ammo. That kind of stuff definitely happens from time to time. It's thankfully fairly rare. We don't get a ton of messages about people with paint leak issues. We have our people packing usually check caps and stuff wherever possible to minimize the chances of dumb leaks, you know, from loose caps and stuff. It's hard to prevent breakage 100%. Shocked the order of 72 mineral spirits I got off Amazon wasn't a leaking mess. Right there with you. Gonna get some stuff to start scratch building. Gotta get some practice in for next year. Nice. Lines were each wrapped in individual bubble wrap. It was kind of impressive. Oh, nice. Packaging's pretty good. Nothing runs beat up. I hope that's the case. I know we get the occasional message or something gets destroyed in shipping, but there's only so much you can do. What are the kids called from the Redacted Series video? I want to get one. Tamo 2. We got the same one that was used in Redacted. Small restock of them, almost like a week ago. There's definitely several different variations and colors and stuff like that available too. It's a nice kit. Okay. Here it takes 30 minutes to build. Oh, the Tamo 2. Depends on how careful you are. It's a tin. They got about 1 or 2 kits. Come slight damage to the box, only kits themselves were fun. So cute too. Yeah, it's a nice design. I had at one point because I thought one of the liners was missing from the order, but turned out I had set it behind me. Black liner would have been sad to lose out on. Okay, C1, 5 and 6. Been here for a few weeks. No worries. Welcome back. Man, sometimes I wonder how helpful undergating actually is. It's so hard to sand these flush and not have it poke out. Thanks for the super sticker, Gundam Garage. Appreciate it. Hey Nick, do you happen to remember what the speed build winner's time was? Chance. It was like 31 minutes or something, 32 minutes, something like that. I think. Undergating in dark colors and obviously plated kits like MG Yakushiki. Plated kits, it definitely makes sense. I mean, honestly, most other kits it makes sense too, especially if you're just snap building a kit. It's just a minor inconvenience to sand it down when it's on the inside. Phoenix is in desperate need of undergating. Yeah, I don't think that one was intended for plating, even though it should make sense to. Thanks for the sub, Carlos. Nick, the gun primer razor, do you have to clean it out? If so, how do you do it? I use a cheap glass file and a piece of normal painter's tape. Cleans out pretty well. I'll run a brush on it sometimes. I'll honestly just like rub my finger on it and get decent results cleaning it out. I don't usually make a huge deal about it. Sorry, a little late. How's everyone doing? What's up, Mark D? And the glass file is really hard to use with undergates. Infinity 400 is pretty much all I use now. Yeah, it's like I feel like the glass file struggles with the undergating. Where I struggle in using it. It's probably not the glass file's fault, but it's like the lack of room to really let the thing run. You have to be a little bit more careful in the tighter spaces and stuff. Chip it off with the X-blade. This is the full mechanics aerial. Yes, yes it is. What gets me was some kits that 2 parts that are the exact same, somehow different gates because of how the render is laid out. Yeah. That's definitely a thing. Okay, so I got these 2 parts. Things smell like a sanding twig would solve your undergating problem. I really need to play with the sanding, like the photo etched little sanding boards and stuff. Okay, C110. D6, 12, 14. Which airbrush you use? I have a Wada HP CS is what I use. I read once on our Gunpla post about a guy that bought a fiberglass brush off Amazon, used it to remove the seam lines on a gun can head. Apparently they are normally used to clean electronics. Interesting. And that worked well for him? Down. All right, so we are giving away an MG Epyon tonight, so we should do that first draw of the night. A little bit smaller range tonight. Let's do a number from 1 to 1,000, and let me know. So let's go with this question. Have you ever built a non-mecha model? So 1 to 1,000, have you ever built a non-mecha model? So tanks, planes, cars, you know, traditional model stuff. Remember, 1 number per person. Do not delete or change your number. We only ship to US addresses. You must be present to win. And your answer to the question and the number have to be in the same comment for it to be a valid entry. I enjoyed Enemiac and look forward to next year. Thank you, Mr. Graves. Glad you enjoyed it. I think technically I built some, I think I built a plane back in the day. I don't know if where it ended up, if it's in the trash or what. into diorama building. Diorama building's cool. I think the USS Arizona right now. Cool. Do bases count? If so, yes. I think the question again, YouTube didn't give me a notification of the stream. I'm late. Question is, have you ever built a non-mecha model? So like tanks, planes, ships, that kind of stuff. The tank out there in mission parts. No, nice. No, but I have a World War II ship in my backlog. Awesome. So many. I'm new to Mecha. Interesting. My dad built a plane once, and I almost watched my dad build it though. I mostly watched my dad build it. What is the question? Questions. Have you ever built a non-mecha model? I'm actually building one of the Chido Syrian Sume kits right now. It's like a count. Kinda. I was mostly curious about things like not even the Masume stuff, but just like the traditional models. The modern and World War II armor and aircraft, military and commercial. Cool. D&D buildable minis, adventure Star Wars kits. Nice. If I had unlimited time, I would definitely start trying to paint minis again. Maybe someday I'll get closer to that unlimited time kind of goal. Kamen Rider counts non-mecha? Sure. I'm gonna try to find a flatbed trailer for my 579 Peterbilt kit. Have you ever built a third-party kit? The depends on your definition of third-party, because I feel like there's a few different definitions that get used. I built Kodo and Flame Toys, so if you count it as just anybody that's not Bandai. But if you're talking about like non-Bandai Gundam stuff, then no. Some girl kits of Digimon and the Yu-Gi-Oh! Millennium Puzzle. 10 to 20 years when the younglings take over the Mecha Warehouse Empire. Darth Vader count as non-mecha even though he's half machinery? I think so. Just waiting for the 30% sale. Hobby Lobby for Peterbilt kit. I mean, I definitely think every once in a while about how many more model kits I'd build if I wasn't selling model kits. Would you ever want to build any of the mechanic core kits? I've never really looked at them in any sort of detail, so I'm not sure. From what I've heard, they're pretty complex, which sounds interesting, but I haven't really put any sort of serious thought into it. Okay, so
Black spires in the city sky, they shimmer and shine tonight. Act-wise and electric eyes and a billion flashing lights. And I can wish myself away. Change the paths that will decay.
I built a few of those Rebel cars back in the day. I'm sure that brand is still around. Rebel's still around, I think. I think he's still recovering from AnyMech. Kinda. I mean, I honestly, feel like I was riding a high the first couple days of the week, and then got just like crushed by all the other stuff that needs to get done now that AnyMech is over. So yes and no. I don't know that it's as much recovering from AnyMech as it is recovering from all the stuff I neglected because of AnyMech. Just trying to get back to normal and getting enough hours for all the things I want to do. Back aligned with those things. I work on an MG Unicorn kit that feels like an RG due to all the pieces to convert to Psycho Frame mode. Nice. Only Unicorn I built was the RG, and I think it probably will remain the only Unicorn I build. I'm gonna clear my builds for friends because they released lots of vehicles with Ukrainian markings. Pretty much free boxes, I see. I'm going to finish this part, then I'll call time and draw a number. So I'm going to get this man an MG X or PG Unicorn. No, thank you. The clear color aerial earlier this week looked beautiful. That's cool. I'm not a super huge fan of clear kits. There's a few I've considered maybe doing. I think they can look pretty cool, but it's definitely not my thing. You built any resin kits or garage kits? I have not. Should give the PG Unicorn a go. It's pretty nice. That might be the only unicorn I'd consider. But I honestly wonder if I'll touch a PG again anytime soon. Just I don't get enough time to build. And so if I do another PG, I'm basically spending the year building it because I don't have time to get it done. Picked up a clear HD test site that I think looks cool with lights behind it. That's kind of cool. Like I guess I'm probably lying when I say this, but I don't feel like there's been any clear kit that I've seen that's really made me want to build it badly. But in reality, I probably have, and then I just forgot about it. So I have a small stash of clears, but I'm too afraid to open them. The nub marks scare me. Has to be cleared, I guess. Can never get enough time to build. That's definitely how I feel. Need to quit my job. Do nothing but build, I guess. Oh, right. Latest clear domino nick. Clear kits aren't terrible for nub marks if you have a glass file. I definitely, with the glass file, would use that if I was doing clear kits. Oh, I need to do this around the other part, obviously. Okay. Okay. I feel like doing that sometimes, but I wouldn't have any money for Gunpla. Then we're doing a not mech kit after I finish climbing, but the MG Dom is calling to me too. I definitely see my MG Doms, my backlog, and then contemplate building them soon. Okay, I'm calling time here. Just a second. Okay, time is called is 1 to 1000. There we go. 975. I don't see a winner. I'll let you guys confirm, but if that's the case, we will draw again in a little bit. I think if you checked out the Cosmos LED kit coming out for the FM Aerial, it's supposed to release October. I haven't. Just had to give it the 3.0 hands. Okay. This leg's almost done. C1, 12, and 13. What was the number? 975. Early this week. Have fun. Go with the guys on picking a good number. Thank you, Andrew. Have a good evening. Spent the last 8 minutes looking for an instantaneous disappearing piece once clipped, only to find out it popped up on top of the horizontal runner I kept holding. That's the worst. What's up, Drifts? Or Drift SC2 Gaming. Last event, which gets us so buttery. It's nice to work with, definitely. Looking forward to painting my arrow this weekend, but the West Coast has a hurricane coming through. Yeah, it's rough. Hopefully it doesn't hit anybody too hard. or cause any significant damage. Working on my anti-mech build, I lost the mouth plate part and had to order another RG guide Gundam kit just to replace that one piece. Yeah, it's rough. Hurricane better not cause any completely delays. Getting 100-degree plus heat wave here, plus lots of humidity. It's finally cooled down here on the East Coast, or at least the Northeast. Okay, C17 and 21. Nevada, Florida's had to deal with that frequently. Greetings, have the infrastructure for it though. Vegas and Cali get flash flooding in oil on the streets. Yeah, California doesn't get hurricanes very often, do they? Oops, walked away. Did I miss the draw? I probably did. There was no winner on the first draw, so we'll be drawing again pretty soon. Gotta find out the weirdest weapon this year. What other weird stuff's been happening weather-wise? I guess I haven't been paying a ton of attention to it. Really a ton of attention to anything other than the things I'm dealing with every day. Apparently Cali hasn't had a hurricane since like 1939 or something. He's making a huge deal of it. I guess I have to get a year worth of rain in 3 days. Wow, it's crazy. It's kind of insane that it's getting as far inland as Las Vegas. Finished my white and red themed ghost pepper Kshatriya last weekend and it turned out so good. That's awesome. Non-stop rain leading to floods in the Bay Area, then this hurricane. It's kind of nuts. Apparently Vermont recently got a ton of rain up, like northern Vermont. The capital got flooded out and stuff. It's crazy because that's the place I actually go to. The pictures I've seen are nuts. It's been raining nearly straight since yesterday. The foliage around here is looking great though. Poor trees. So not too bad in Vegas yet, at least in my area. The big risk there is probably just the not being used to getting much rain at all, so. Imagine that could cause damage in itself, as the not really set up for significant drainage, I would assume. Was a positive Hawaii situation? Yeah, that's been horrible out there. The fires and all the damage and death caused by that. So Utah had a flash flood Thursday, only been random 15-minute spurts now, thankfully. Jeez. Let's get on to a less disastrous topic. What's everybody working on tonight? I don't know if I asked that earlier in the stream. You guys building along? Chilling here now. It's Zeta Percod, nice HG Harairu. Oh, interesting. Working on some Warhammer. Cool. Which what Warhammer stuff? What army? What models? So War, cool. The third-party high-res God Gundam. PG Strike. For the home, I'd be working on my first custom kit. 2.0, nice. HUG, awesome. Trail mix and actual sodas. I built my own MG Epyon gift for someone, so I want to officially finish. MG Heavy Arms, nice. It's a good kit. Hijack, maybe? Making holographic button pins, oh, that's cool. Break from continued CC Whitetail build, be back on it later. Got an H2. Snapper together Michaelis. Second saturated with LEDs and masking painting, cool. There's so much of my build time on Baldur's Gate 3. Did that just come out recently? Everybody's talking about Baldur's Gate. I haven't followed Baldur's Gate, and last time I heard about a Baldur's Gate game or talked about it regularly was like high school, which is a long time ago. It's pretty good articulation for the leg there. Cool, so we got one leg down. Kind of like those Gundam hanger diagrams, would like to cover a whole shelf area and a wall with it. First one in ages, came out a couple weeks ago, it's so good. Oh man, speaking of old games, is on the virtual build night, the Friday night Zoom that I host for the warehouse last night, and we ended up chatting about old games for a while, or at least what I used to be into. And I spent some time reminiscing about an old MUD, multi-user dungeon, you know, the precursor to the MMOs that I used to play back in the early 2000s. Apparently still exists and all that stuff. It's kind of crazy. Go 18,000s. Is that a reference to something? Like Dark Age of Camelot? No. I never really got into any other MMOs. I put significant hours, like thousands and thousands of hours into this MUD that I played, and a bunch of other games, but I never got into any other MMOs. I wanted to, but I don't think I could justify the subscription fee to my parents at the time. Somebody just to say hi to y'all. Too busy with Star Citizen, but hope everyone has a nice night. Thanks for stopping by. The good stuff about City Heroes, but never got to try it. I hear a secret server has popped up recently and it got popular again. Oh, interesting. All right, let's do the second draw of the night. We're going to do a number from 1 to 500. And since we're talking about games a little bit here, what was your favorite MMO, if you ever played one? 1 to 500 favorite MMO. One number per person. Do not delete or change your number. We only ship US addresses. You must be present to win. Answer the question and the number has to be the same. Comment for it to be a valid entry. Again, 1 to 500's favorite MMO. Good chance. Check. Anyone going to check out Starfield and see a lot of hype around it? Haven't even heard of it. Or World of Warcraft being popular right around the time I went to college. It prevented a decent number of people from ever getting anywhere. PlanetSide 2. I played PlanetSide 2. I guess I did play that one for a little while. I think it was free at the time. Pretty sure PlanetSide is still free and still active as pricing after multiple changes in ownership. Interesting. What makes it free? Is it like pay for perks or something? I forget why it was free back when I had played it. I forget why I got into it. Okay, 8 and 13. Just gonna put this runner close by. I think I'm probably need a bunch. Planet 2 stays free to play by charging for cosmetics. Well, good for them if they can make enough without making it like pay for perks, you know, pay to win or whatever. Or people refer to that stuff these days. So, you know, anyone have any experiences, you know, Gears Kids kind of interested in trying one? I do not. Hopefully somebody has and can chime in. I'm going to call time here in just a minute. Okay, F311. I think every fantasy is a different story. I don't know it too well. I don't know anything about fantasy. Fantasy Star, whatever it's called. Butterfingers. Xenogears kits are kind of like the Gundam artifacts, and from mission kits they're detailed but need work. Sorry to get dinner off the stove. Missed the question. What was your favorite MMO if you played any? And number range is 1 to 500. Okay, I need A1. And C1 27. Easily SW Tour Star Wars with amazing class system, some great stories. Go 343. Okay, calling time. Let's draw a number. 1 to 500. 288. Yeah, let's see, a winner. Sounds like that's already confirmed, so we will draw again in a little bit. Problem I have with MMOs these days, or really ever, is that from my experience playing anything similar to them, there's this huge curve. You gotta like play a lot to be competitive. At least that's how the mod I played was like. It's really easy to get kind of addicted to. The endless grind, exactly. Because they're like social games in a lot of ways, like clans and that kind of stuff. You end up like wanting to log in just to support your friends and stuff. Some of the games, because they just become grinding for the sake of grinding. You want to get a join a guild or have friends that can help carry late game equipment, packs culture, and everything. Weird phenomenon. But the fun of games that reward the players themselves, I mean, we know, I get it. Like when I played that mod, it took you know, probably 500 to 1,000 hours to max out a character, and there's incentives to do it with multiple characters, and a lot of late game activities to do as well. It's just very, very time consuming. What's up, Michael? Hours to put in those games doesn't appeal to me. I like most single player games that are 30 to 100 hours to finish. I mean, I enjoyed playing the game back when I played it. I liked that level of immersion and all that kind of stuff. But it doesn't work well when you have other things in your life. Games are made to become super time-consuming grinding. Because big corporate games, it really has changed. Do it to play old school games, I really do. I mean, for what it's worth, that mod was a little indie thing that someone ran. So I don't think that was a big corporate something. I think it's just natural for games to end up that way. What's up, Acer? Is it a big time dedication, big part of your life with the 500-hour plus games? Some games that are hundreds of hours as long, I feel like I'd get somewhere each time I play MMOs where it's just hundreds of hours to have progress to lead to the next season annoy me. Yeah, I don't think I'd do that if stuff got reset on a seasonal basis. I mean, honestly, I wouldn't go back and do those now anyway. As tempting as they seem at times. Double backlog is too big to dedicate that amount of time into a game. Right, I got other things going on now. I completely forgot my actual favorite MMO game, 10.6. I don't remember that one. Okay, let's see. Oh, and C128 as well. Whoops. Published back by Sega back in '99. It's specifically intended to be the first million-player game. 10 to the 6 powers 1 million. Oh, interesting. Did it ever get close? Never getting MMOs. I can understand that. Games like Fallout, Final Fantasy, Ghost Recon, and Forza. Got shut down for a year. It was massive, chaotic though. I have 7,368 hours into Destiny 2. See, that's the kind of stuff, like, that's like both a flex and when you think about what you could turn those hours into, doing something that's not a game, it's tough. gonna use that stat the next time my wife says I played too much Destiny. I'm only about 2,400. Definitely do a lot less gaming now because of Gunpla. I guess I could say the same thing, but it's more like because of selling Gunpla. I do a lot less building Gunpla now than I could too. Playing a Gundam game so I get my fix even when I'm not building. There you go. I've never rage quit Gunpla. Would have been nice if the Gundam MMOs that Japan got actually came to the US market. Oh, are there actual Gundam MMOs? I think that'd be pretty cool. New Zoid kits in stock. Nothing recent. And by recent, I mean the last like few weeks. Let's see. Man, I don't know if like 10 minutes did anyone win. No winners. We're going to do the third draw shortly. D4 and 5. They just made a Gundam game that followed the World of Warcraft principle, they would do well, but no. Xian versus EFSF side of the real world space map to do quests. I feel like a Bill Divers style game. I think Bill Divers was the commercial for a game that should have existed but didn't. D 15, 16. And A22. Breakers like Build Divers, you can mix and match Gundam parts to build the ultimate mech. I'm gonna paint that arrow. No, I'm not planning on painting it. I might end up doing another one at some point and painting it. I'm trying to do all the Witch from Mercury kits unpainted, just panel lined and top coated. You can see maybe doing water slides on this one as well, just to collect the entire series. I might, I could see going back though and painting one, because it is a really nice kit. Yeah, I didn't miss the stream. Ariel's looking real nice. I'm working on legs too, but they're Schwartz hits. So my airbrush for my first couple of painting while watching this, painting the injection gold runners for the MG Strike Freedom. Interesting. Are you just painting over the... Oh, injection gold, so those are the not plated parts. Never mind, I was going to say if you're already going to strip them, but we're going to be doing more combo promos in the future like you did with the wing kits. Maybe, it's hard to say. In an ideal world we would be doing less promos because we wouldn't have to and wouldn't be able to... wouldn't have reason to, I guess, but it's possible we do. I just don't know what, when, or any of that stuff. Which clear coat are you going to use before or after panel lining? It'll be after panel lining, it'll be a matte coat. If I end up doing decals on this, I'll panel line, gloss coat, decal, matte coat. Teal gold on the yellow parts, it's hard to come back. I can see that looking really good. Mech parts ordered earlier today, and hours later realized I missed something. Sigh. You can always email support with your order number and what you wanted to add to it. And as long as it hasn't shipped yet, we can usually help you. If you include the item like in text, it's easier than if you put a picture of your card and stuff like that. And include your order number so we know which one to add it to, etc. Even on weekends, sure. No one will get back to you until Monday, but so the risk is if it's something that might sell out super fast or super soon, then that might not work out. But if you're not worried about that, then that's still valid. I want to hit my Witch Mercury kits with Gundam thin panel markers, but I wasn't sure if I'd clear coat first. So the markers that you actually run through the panels, you want to do it before the clear coat, if possible, because those tips will dig paint off. Does anyone win the draw? Not yet. We'll be doing the third attempt here momentarily. It's important to include the order number though and stuff like that, because we've had cases where somebody sends us the email over the weekend and say, hey, can I add an item to my order? They don't tell us what the order was. The order gets packed and shipped, and we didn't know what their order was to hold it while we were trying to figure out what they needed and or all that kind of stuff. Or we didn't know which order to add it to, so. All right. So Discord support different than emailing? Not really. Both work. Whichever is more convenient for you. Okay. Okay, third draw of the night. Let's see, we should ask for a question. Not good to know. Do you know if Mr. Hobby Clear Coat could use other kind of markers? That works fine. All right, let's go with this. Okay, 1 to 250 favorite type of pizza. Let's go with a random one. 1 to 250 favorite pizza. One number per person. Do not delete or change your number. We only ship to US addresses. You must be present to win, and the answer to the question, the number have to be in the same comment for it to be valid entry. 1 to 250, and favorite type of pizza. And now I'm officially hungry. Okay.
Built by intrusion, provoked by my pride. Catastrophic caves in on me.
What was the question? Favorite type of pizza? And why ask about pizza? Stop and order you some. It's too late for pizza now, man. The boys are just about to pick up some pizza. Nice. Teriyaki chicken and Alfredo sauce. That's interesting. This But does pineapple belong on pizza? Also a great question. The answer is yes. Okay. C28. Some of my glass hot broke while sitting on my desk. Maybe ordering a razor soon. Oh, that's weird. It's weird that I like day-old pizza, like when it's cold and kind of soggy. I don't think that's totally weird. I don't think you are totally alone. There's definitely a lot of people that will eat leftover pizza out of the fridge. Pizza has a specific topping count, sure. Okay, A9 and A8. Pizza place was still open. I saw this Mexican carne asada pizza. It was best ever. Questions like cold pizza. Cold pizza's okay. What's your preferred place to order? I mean, we usually just go with there's a pizza place in town. That's what we usually do. Generally prefer not chain pizzas. The kid used to love day-old microwave pizza. For some reason, had a different texture. Tasting the pizza was great and fresh, but to me, it tasted better next day. What we have is chain around me. I mean, some chains are okay. I ended up eating some Domino's the other day, and I feel like it was nasty compared to like actual pizza place pizza. I made pizza at home recently. That's cool. That's the undergating. Been on the FM aerial so far. I'm submitted building. I'm looking forward to some less visible nubs. There's some undergating on some of the bigger armor pieces. It's honestly a little annoying to me because they're like the big white pieces that'd be easy to clean up otherwise, and I think it's causing me some more headaches than just cleaning regular nubs is. You guys fold a pizza slice before you bite into it? I do not. I think a pizza has crashed my building. I'm sorry. Haha, I was worried about that. Just got hands to clean it up. It's not necessary in a short set. Cool. Okay, I'm gonna call time here. Did I get that last bit? And will this MG drought end? You mean drought on new MGs or being able to get them? Because there's a ton of MGs available these days. So do a lot of cleanup, but stop worrying about it since I mostly only do kit bashing. So there's a bunch of old kits still available. Okay, time has been called. Okay, here we go. Number 18. I don't see any 18s. I'll let you guys confirm. If that's the case, we'll do one more draw very soon. Pizza number, right? That's what it was, yes, but the time's been called, so you add it now, it's a little late. This is the FM aerial, yes, this is. Number we drew was 18. Scales the kit in the raffle. 1/100 is an MG. C2, 5, and 6. You've seen the LED set for the FM aerial. The pre-release photos are phenomenal. I've heard about it. People have been talking about it a lot, actually. You think Bandai would announce more FMG which kits? I'm not sure. Theoretically, they could just not announce anymore. I don't think that's what will happen. I think they probably will do more, but who knows? Have you been able to watch any more of Push Mercury since any Mech? I have not. Anyone know when the episodes are for season 2 are going up on Gundam Info? That's basically what I'm waiting for. Now? Are they starting to go up now? Up to episode 18 right now. Oh, cool. So Jacob said I was notoriously inconsistent about YouTube release times. I still haven't put the latest G-Record movies on YouTube and it's been about a year. Interesting. We've been starting to slowly work through season 1 of IBO. It's been very slow going though. Might have to just switch to try to bang through all that. When's Metaverse out? I'm not sure. I don't think that's really a show though, isn't it? It's just like a game. Is gonna have like a mini series. Okay. I haven't been following all the details other than the kits they've announced and stuff. Metaverse includes some animated shorts like IBO, Murder Hunt. Okay. All right. All right. Okay, let's do this final draw. Then you make a Gundam movie with the quality of Ready Player One. That'd be nice. Okay, final draw of the night for this MG Epyon. Let's do a number from 1 to 115. And what Gundam media, anything, movie, game, whatever, are you most excited about coming out in the next months or years? So 1 to 115, which Gundam media property are you waiting for the most right now? One number per person. Do not delete or change your number. We only ship to US addresses. You must be present to win, and your answer to the question and the number have to be in the same comment. Have to be the same comment to be a valid entry. Is Hathaway 2 supposed to be coming out soon? Okay. D6, 12, 14. And C2, 11. Love for a great game to come out. I heard we're getting a new Gundam verse from the arcades coming to console. Oh, cool. Revolution pretty good, a lot of fun for multiplayer. I didn't get a chance to play Evolution, but it's going away later this year, isn't it? I decided to shut it down. You want a drawing over your live stream, can you add an item to the shipment, or how are the additional items handled? I would describe it more as you could if you want to add the prize you won to another order, because we're not going to like give you free shipping on other stuff you ordered because you won a prize, if that makes sense. But if you wanted to ship with other stuff for whatever reason, we can usually arrange that. Started playing people the day before they announced the shutdown. The extra rewards are nice. Plus, when Armored Core comes out next week, I'm uploading myself into the Matrix and never leaving. ship to AU, by the way, not in US. We only ship to the US currently. We aren't looking at international shipping. We had some conversations with a FedEx shipping rep, for example, a few weeks back about international options. We'll probably roll it out gradually if we roll it out. You know, 1 or 2 countries at a time. So it might happen. It's just something I gotta figure out. Tried so hard to make Gundams in AC4. Closest I think I made was one resembling the Freedom. Interesting. Any new color for Mecha Warehouse stickers? Not yet. I think when we get back to the full rotation, we might add a color, but not 100% sure. ACs are never really Gundam-like. I just build them into the mission type and to swarm and wreck other ACs no matter their build. I've never played any of the Armored Core games. How painful is it to get into? I hope they put out a demo to try it. I'd be up for trying something like that. Question is whether my computer can even handle it. Okay. I think that's the last step for now. I gotta put the do the other side of that. Let's see. Yeah, I have to do the other side of that part of the leg. But we need to draw a winner here. Graphics program should do hardcore. Interesting. My computer is definitely not a decked out gaming machine. Okay, 1 to 115. Drawing this number 7. Lucky number 7. Of course, just to make things challenging. Okay, so let's see. Real time 88. Let's see who else. 'Cause I bet you with all those number 7s that are coming up on the search that somebody. Maybe not. Looks like I only see real-time 88. Is that true? Just real-time 88. That's a little 7. All right. Well, congrats, real-time 88. You can send an email to support@mechawarehouse.com with your info, and we'll try to get that sent out this week. That's it for building tonight. We'll be back next Saturday, 8:30 p.m. Eastern. We'll be finishing up this leg, and I think there's shield and weapons to do at that point. So we'll be doing that next week. So have a good week, guys. Don't forget Kodo AUG10 for 10% off in stock Kotobukiya this weekend. We also have the AnyMech tote bag promo for orders over $75 after discount before shipping while supplies last. So take advantage of that as well. Hopefully there's some left for you. And yeah, otherwise I will see you all hopefully next week, 8:30 p.m. Eastern. And